And as you know, Matt, what we figured out is it's not about new leads. It's never about new leads when you want to grow a business. It's more about what you're doing with the leads you have and then adding on the flood of new leads, right?
This is the Innovation Room, where we talk about real-life scenarios of growing a successful business with practical applications. We uncover many layers of a business and dive deep into technology, marketing, and sales processes to help businesses innovate and climb into their highest level.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Matthew here, and welcome to the Innovation Room. This is episode 3, and we have a very, very special guest on this show. So I'd like to introduce you to Paulson Thomas. Thanks, Paulson, for coming in. Always a pleasure. So Paulson recently joined our team, and he's been a huge factor in really building out the infrastructure so we could really scale the practice effectively, really helping us on the consulting side and retention side as well. So thanks for coming here, Paulson. And basically, the topic for today, and it's something that we always spend a lot of time educating our clients on, is really understanding the different types of traffic. So basically, Paulson, if you could just give a quick recap in terms of the different types of traffics and also like the struggles, pros and cons with each different type of source, that would be great.
Yeah, thank you, Matt. So we'll go right into it and dive in. When you have Facebook traffic, Google traffic, basic SEO, traditional marketing, media, every single type of traffic that comes from any one of those mediums have different levels of temperature. When we have, we've here at Innovate Fast, we've done almost $2.5 million worth of ad spend, and we understand a little bit about traffic, and what's most important is the ability for us to convert that. So a lot of practice owners, a lot of small business owners, agency owners out there, the common conversation out there is, oh, the traffic is not good, these are dud leads, or these are not going to convert, there's quality issues and things like that. So, and as you know, Matt, what we figured out is it's not about new leads. It's never about new leads when you want to grow a business. It's more about what you're doing with the leads you have and then adding on the flood of new leads, right? Internally, the sales process is what we have to dial down. And Matt, I'm going to give the question back to you where you can talk a little bit about the sales process and some of the things that we do to have warmer temperatures. And here at Innovate Fast, I know we have an amazing retention rate and we have a very top solid conversion rate for nearly all practices and business owners that we work with. Could we highlight that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, you made a really good point. Like, unfortunately, especially when a business has never really dealt with, using paid traffic or organic traffic, does not use these type of opportunities, they have a tendency not really know how to handle these leads. And overall, the biggest thing is really just understanding consumer behavior and also understanding the platform that these people are coming in from. So one major thing, and obviously, Facebook traffic, right? Everything's behavioral based. It's all about capturing somebody's attention in a short amount of time. Somebody seeing an offer on Facebook, they might be aware that they have a problem, but they're not yet aware of the solution. Versus when you're talking about Google, it's all intent-based. People are actively looking for a solution to the problem that they are aware of. So they're problem and solution aware. And that's really important to note because that's going to determine how you handle these different prospects. And if somebody is problem but not solution aware, that requires a bit more education, a bit more nurturing, not only on the options that are available, but also nurturing in terms of the practice or business, the owners, the team over there, because at the end of the day, if we're comparing somebody that's never heard of your practice before to a referral type of lead or even an existing patient, there's a big discrepancy in terms of how do they like and trust the product and service, the practice or the business, and of course the owner, the team, whoever's doing the consult, whoever's doing the appointment. So overall, one thing that, and it hurts me, especially when, we're dealing with new practices and they make those type of complaints, because at the end of the day, we've been dealing with so many practices. Like you said, we've been testing so much and really optimizing our entire process to make sure that practice owners, business owners know exactly how to handle these different type of opportunities. And one thing that I can say is that overall, the businesses that have been able to experience significant growth are the ones that follow what we say, listen to our instructions, and treat each of these opportunities as if it was their last one. So back to what you're saying, a lot of business owners, when we're bombarding them with all these new opportunities, they're so focused on, oh, more is coming, more is coming, more is coming, that they treat each of their existing opportunities as disposables. And that's sometimes, for all the agency owners out there, be careful when you have successful campaigns. You don't want to overflood somebody that doesn't have experience with dealing with either Facebook, Google, organic, whatever the case may be, because there's a huge education process that's involved with the owner, and then there's a whole education process that's involved with the team. And we really want to make sure that every opportunity comes in is capitalized at its fullest extent. So that's the biggest thing. And if you want to add to that.
Yeah, and also on that point, a lot of agency owners and business owners and practice owners, they focus on platforms. Mm-hmm. When we take on our omnipresent approach here at Innovate Fast, we don't really focus on any one given platform. Our number one intention is to make sure the sales process in-house is optimized. Yep. And that's the secret of our 96% rate retention on all of our clients. And we've got, massive amounts of percentage, almost 50-60% conversion on most of our leads, right? And it goes back to the consulting aspect, and it goes back to us doing a shoulder-to-shoulder, hands-on approach with the operations of the business. So, it's exciting to have these conversations. Thanks for grabbing me to have this conversation, Matt. These are insightful conversations that many owners go through. We get these phone calls left and right. Massive agencies reach out to us, big practices reach out to us, businesses reach out to us, and also those mom and pop shops. Mm-hmm. And everybody across the board synchronizes with problems and solutions, right? And it's exciting to see us being a partner to move it forward.
Yep. Awesome. So that's all I wanted to cover. Thank you, Paulson, for joining. And just one last thing I want to leave all of you on is, I can tell you this much. If you're able to handle those cold opportunities, especially if you're able to close leads coming from that behavioral traffic side of things, such as Facebook, I can tell you this much. Once you're able to close those, closing Google-based leads, organic leads, is going to be so easy and so much more simpler. So we always start off with trying to go with the harder type of leads first, because once they've locked that process in, it's just so easy to close every single opportunity that comes their way if they're a good fit. So thank you, Paulson. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. This is Matthew at the Innovation Room, episode 3. If you guys have any questions, or if you just want to have an idea of what we do, just go to innovatefast.com. You could also go to customerrush.com if you're interested in growing your practice. But overall, just always remember this: the psychology behind consumer behavior. And once you understand that, it's game over. So thanks for checking in, and we'll see you on the next episode.